There have been rumors about Ice playing both Cardi and Nicki to get ahead in her career, but no one really believed it until Ice betrayed Nicki to join Cardi's camp. On top of that, Ice was recently caught trash-talking Nicki behind her back. To make things worse, word on the street is that Ice was one of Offset's side pieces whenever he felt like cheating on Cardi. Apparently, Cardi found out and even put up a series of tweets dragging Ice Spice over these allegations. Ice Spice seems to be playing with fire to stay relevant for her upcoming album, which no one is talking about. This whole mess started when popular wig maker, the Bella brand, exposed Ice Spice on Instagram for refusing to pay for over 20 customized wigs made for her tour. Ice and her team had contracted Bella to make the wigs, but then canceled last minute when the wigs were ready to ship, refusing to pay for them. Even worse, Ice wanted the wigs for free. In the middle of exposing Ice for trying to rip her off, Bella also revealed that Ice had sent her photos of Nicki's past looks and wigs to recreate, basically copying Nicki's styles over the years. Bella wasn't done with Ice just yet. She dropped a bunch of screenshots showing their text conversations where Ice sent photos of Nicki Minaj's looks dating all the way back to 2010. For instance, when the wig maker inquired if Ice wanted bangs to resemble her own music video look, Ice sent a recent photo of Nicki rocking bangs instead. People have been accusing Ice of copying Nicki Minaj for a while now, even claiming she's trying to rap like Nicki. Despite this, Ice and her team have consistently denied these accusations. For example, when Ice was accused of copying Nicki's flow in the song Fat Butt and her 2012 look, Ice's stylist claimed that the inspiration was actually Princess Diana. However, it turns out Ice used a 2012 photo of Nicki Minaj when asking the wig maker to recreate her look. This shows that Ice was indeed copying Nicki, but her stylist lied and dragged Princess Diana into the situation, knowing full well that Diana wasn't an influence on Ice's style. The drama only escalated as Ice not only faced backlash for allegedly copying Nicki Minaj, but also got into a feud with Cardi B. Known for not backing down, Cardi didn't hold back against Ice. Their beef was surprising because not long before, Ice and Cardi had been seen interacting on Twitter and in photos from a party they attended together. This raised questions about Ice's loyalty to Nicki Minaj. Ice claimed to be a barb while also mingling with Nicki's rivals. However, the relationship between Cardi and Ice deteriorated quickly. A song from Ice's upcoming Y2K album leaked, and she used it to throw shade at Cardi B. In the track BB Belt, Ice criticized Cardi for undergoing multiple surgeries and frequently altering her appearance. Ice also dropped a bombshell, hinting that Offset had been sliding into her DMs with lines like, "Think she's pretty but changing her face, damn. Falling behind like B, pick up your pace. It was funny till I took her place. Her man calling, but I'd be like, who is this?" Although Ice didn't explicitly name Cardi in her song, it was clear who she was referring to. Cardi herself noticed and took to Twitter to address the situation. She reminded Ice and other rappers who were testing her patience that she is not someone to mess with. "These BS have absolutely lost their mind. I'm getting all my licks back on my album though, on each one of you BS." Cardi's fans rallied behind her, intensifying the online backlash against Ice. Ice Spice's bold moves have left her navigating a tricky landscape. Critics have pointed out that her recent work, particularly her debut album Y2K, hasn't lived up to expectations. Tracks like BB Belt and Popa have been criticized for lacking creativity, feeling repetitive, and failing to show growth. Many believe Ice's fame may be more tied to her public persona and marketing than her musical abilities. While she was once celebrated for her confident and playful lyrics, recent reviews suggest her songs feel static and uninspired. The fallout between Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj began when Ice collaborated with Cardi, a move seen as a betrayal by Nicki and her loyal fan base, the Barbs. Leaked text messages from Ice's former friend further alienated her from Nicki's fans. In these messages, Ice allegedly called Nicki ungrateful and delusional. Nicki's support was crucial for Ice's rise in the industry, and by seemingly betraying this relationship, Ice risks losing valuable connections and opportunities. Many Barbs have stopped supporting her due to the perceived betrayal, which could significantly impact her career. As Ice Spice continues to navigate the complexities of her rising fame, one thing is clear: the stakes have never been higher. Her career is at a crossroads, and every decision she makes now could either solidify her place in the hip-hop industry or lead to her downfall. The backlash she's faced from fans of both Nicki Minaj and Cardi B has left her in a precarious position where loyalty and authenticity are being scrutinized more than ever. Ice must figure out how to reconcile the fractured relationships with influential artists and their fan bases while maintaining her own identity and brand. The fallout with Nicki Minaj is arguably the most damaging blow to her career thus far. Nicki's endorsement of Ice as the Princess of Rap was instrumental in helping Ice gain traction in the competitive world of female rap. Nicki's support not only gave Ice credibility but also introduced her to a loyal fanbase that holds significant sway in the hip-hop community. However, Ice's decision to collaborate with Nicki's longtime rival, Cardi B, was perceived as a betrayal by the Barbs. This move created a ripple effect of animosity and distrust that Ice is struggling to overcome. Adding fuel to the fire, leaked text messages from Ice's former friend painted a picture of her as ungrateful and disloyal. In these messages, Ice allegedly referred to Nicki as delusional and ungrateful, accusations that have deeply offended Nicki's fanbase. For the Barbs, loyalty to Nicki is non-negotiable, and Ice's actions have been interpreted as a blatant betrayal. Many of these fans have already withdrawn their support, creating a noticeable dent in Ice's fan base. Given how vocal and influential the Barbs are in the hip-hop sphere, this backlash could have long-term consequences for Ice's career. Losing the support of such a dedicated fan base means losing streams, social media buzz, and even industry opportunities, as Nicki's network of collaborators and allies is extensive. On the other side, her alliance with Cardi B, while initially promising, has also proven to be a double-edged sword. While Cardi's collaboration provided new opportunities and a potential fan base crossover, it came with its own set of challenges. Many observers believe Cardi saw an opportunity to use Ice as a pawn in her ongoing feud with Nicki Minaj. By aligning with Ice, Cardi may have hoped to provoke a reaction from Nicki and her fans, further fueling the rivalry. However, this strategic move has left Ice in a vulnerable position, caught between two of the most powerful women in hip-hop. Cardi's support, while valuable, does not come with the same level of loyalty and devotion that the Barbs provided. In fact, some critics argue that Cardi's backing may have been more about spite than genuine support for Ice's artistry. Ice's journey in the music industry highlights the challenges of navigating alliances and rivalries in a competitive and often cutthroat environment. The hip-hop industry, particularly for women, is fraught with complex dynamics that require careful maneuvering. Loyalty is a currency, and betrayal, or even the perception of betrayal, can have far-reaching consequences. For Ice, the key to moving forward lies in rebuilding trust with her fanbase and distancing herself from unnecessary drama. This is easier said than done, especially when every move she makes is under the microscope of social media and hip-hop commentary. One of Ice's biggest challenges will be redefining her public image. The perception that she's an industry plant who rose to fame through strategic alliances rather than genuine talent has overshadowed her early success. Critics have pointed out that her recent work lacks the depth and innovation that made her initial hits stand out. Tracks like BB Belt and Popa have been criticized for feeling repetitive and uninspired, leading some to question whether Ice has the artistic range to sustain a long-term career. To address these concerns, Ice must focus on her music and prove that she has the skills and creativity to back up her fame. This means taking constructive criticism seriously and using it as a tool for growth. Ice has expressed an openness to feedback from music critics, valuing their insights over anonymous online comments. This willingness to learn and evolve is a positive sign, but it needs to be backed up with tangible results. Her upcoming projects will be critical in shaping her artistic trajectory and determining whether she can move beyond the one-hit wonder label that some have already attached to her name. Rebuilding her reputation with Nicki Minaj's fan base is another monumental task. While it's unlikely that she'll regain the full support of the Barbs, taking steps to mend her relationship with Nicki could go a long way in repairing her image. Publicly acknowledging Nicki's influence on her career and expressing genuine gratitude for her support could help soften the animosity. However, this would require humility and a willingness to admit past mistakes, which might be difficult in an industry where pride and ego often take precedence. Additionally, Ice needs to carefully consider her alliances moving forward. While her collaboration with Cardi B brought her significant attention, it's clear that aligning with one artist at the expense of another can be a risky strategy. In the long run, Ice would benefit from establishing herself as an independent artist who isn't defined by her relationships with others in the industry. This means focusing on her music and brand rather than getting caught up in feuds and rivalries. The hip-hop community is watching closely to see how Ice navigates this tumultuous period in her career. Her next moves will be critical in determining her trajectory. Will she rise above the drama and prove herself as a serious artist, or will she succumb to the pressures and distractions of fame? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Ice Spice has the talent and potential to make a lasting impact if she plays her cards right. The road ahead won't be easy, but Ice has shown resilience in the face of adversity before. Her playful energy and unique voice helped her carve out a space in the hip-hop scene, and she'll need to channel that same determination as she moves forward. The key will be staying true to herself while also learning from her mistakes and adapting to the challenges of the industry. Ultimately, Ice's success will depend on her ability to balance authenticity with ambition. By focusing on her artistry and staying out of unnecessary drama, she can rebuild her reputation and solidify her place in the music world. The hip-hop landscape is competitive and ever-changing, but with the right strategy and mindset, Ice has the potential to thrive. The question now is whether she's ready to rise to the occasion. What do you think about Ice Spice's position in the game? Can she stay on top for long? Should she be more cautious about who she gets close to? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.